starts with
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. But what it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised they got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this
not tomorrow, let's do it tonight. Don't care what they say or what games they play. Nothing is enough till I have your love. I want you tonight, I want you to stay. I want you tonight. Grab somebody sexy, tell them hey, give me everything.
I'm throwing you off. I got the talk after I went to the gym. It worked out. I got a nice chest day in today. Then I ran 5 miles. I didn't get any recordings of that. I need to find a better way to actually record runs, because anytime I would try to set up the camera anywhere, the angles were just terrible. So I don't think I'm gonna put any of that in there. Any ideas? Put them in the comments. Even though I get 3 comments. But hey, that's 3 more than, that's 3 more than 0. That is how that math works. But I wasn't even sure how I was gonna record today, but I was stepping out of my house and I was like, you know what? I didn't film a video last week. I definitely need to film this one. It's kind of a harder day because I had kind of a longer fun weekend where I didn't work out for 3 days, which is always just detrimental to the game, which just sucks, man. It's unbelievable how quickly you lose, or you start getting sore, you lose the power just from a few days off. But that's just how it goes, and that's why you got to stay consistent with it. Got a little potatoes, ground turkey, eggs, avocado, and of course a side of jalapeno cheddar sourdough. But yeah, I'm freaking starving, so I'm gonna eat this real quick. But this is definitely not what I normally eat. I mean, during the weeks, yes, but I still had Culver's actually yesterday. Yeah, but I'll give you the full review in a bit. Hey, what's up, guys? This is actually a day after all the recorded stuff you saw. I tried recording last night, but I was just so wiped out. I just ended up going right to bed. Well, I tried recording, and it just didn't turn out great. So I'll kind of redo it. In the moment, I was kind of thinking like a, one of those philosophy type talks. But I think those kind of have to come more naturally, and I don't want to force anything right now. I kind of was yapping about it yesterday in the camera, and I was just like, I think I was just rambling on too long. So today I'd rather talk about, something that kind of has to do with the channel, fitness. I think I take for granted how, lucky I am to have I've never had personal training or professional training. But I did, play sports most of my life. And I even played college football for a year. And so, I have a lot of lifting knowledge. And I know on this channel so far, I haven't really been doing any, tutorial type things or, hey, look at me, follow my plan, and you'll be shredded like me, or whatever. But, because that's never how I really wanted to go with this channel. I wanted it to be more, entertaining. If you guys do see something and you want to replicate it, I'm always here to answer any questions you guys have. And I would love to be a resource for anyone who sees my videos and gets inspired. But I think I'd just put some more general information out there on the info that I kind of take for granted, knowing when a lot of people don't really know a lot about fitness in general. Or there's a lot of misinformation out there. And if anyone wants to fact check me on any of this, feel free. But anyways, I'll get into it. Starting off with, the most important thing. A lot of people, again, when I, they see how I lift, or I tell them that I lift, they always ask well, what do you do? What supplements are you taking? How many calories are you eating, or grams of protein, and blah, 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 blah. And there's a lot of things that, you end up doing, but a lot of people take for granted that the number one thing that you need to be doing if you really want to get fit, or if you want to achieve anything in life, is just to be consistent, right? Lots of people focus on the stuff that, sells. People who do videos and stuff, they want to be like, oh, well, just take my pre-workout or just take this, supplement and this is going to help you in the gym, right? I'm not here to tell you any of that. I have nothing. I have not, as of right now. One day that'd be really cool, but I have nothing. This is a completely unbiased opinion of what I have done and what has worked for me. So when I say that consistency is the most important thing, I truly mean that. Most people, when they get inspired or they see a video or, maybe their friend starts working out or, maybe they want to start getting girls or something, I don't know. They go right into the gym and they full send in. They don't know what the hell they're doing and they just try to replicate stuff they see, which, you're starting. Who cares? At least you're starting. But being consistent, I'm talking at least like, if you want to go 3 days a week, if you're not trying to be a bodybuilder, you're just trying to focus on your health 3 days a week, and you can commit to 3 days a week, do it 3 days a week. If you can commit to 4, do 4. If you commit to 5, that's amazing. Do 5. I think you really have to love it to do 5 or more days a week. Like, you have to really just enjoy going to the gym, which I do, right? And a lot of you out there do. But a lot of people out there also see it as like a task. Oh, I gotta go to the gym, or oh man, I haven't been to the gym in a month. Like, that mindset, to me, I can't even fucking comprehend not going to the gym for a whole month. But that's just how I am, right? So if you are one of those people, number 1, be consistent. Number 2, get yourself a plan that works for you. You are not going to like every exercise. Some exercises suck, and they will continue to suck. For me, pull-ups have sucked since day 1. I do them. I don't like them. I've gotten a lot better at them, but they still suck. So you got to get used to something sucking, or you're not going to like every exercise. You're still going to have to do it. Your main 3 that you're going to want to do, and I recommend for anyone is, or I guess we'll just do main 2. You're going to want to do bench and you're going to want to do squat. Those are like the meat and potatoes of your week. Eventually they become fun because on those exercises you can really see the improvements you've been making. Not everyone wants to do those kind of workouts or free weights. I understand. I'm not going to sit here and give you guys a training plan. I'm just giving you some advice of what works. So, number 1, consistency. I would suggest putting squat, especially for your legs, somewhere in your regimen. I love squat. Bench, same thing. Now we'll move on to diet. Everyone focuses on diet and it lasts for a week usually. They'll be like, oh, I'm going to be good. And then it's a week later and they don't do it. Or they do. I'm not a diet hater, not to say, but like at the same time, dieting, I don't feel like is a very long-term thing. Most people, when they diet, they'll do some crazy ass diet. Oh, no carb, keto, or I don't know. Whatever it is, it's bullshit. Because you're gonna see results, right? You may see results if you're sticking with it. You'll see results. You'll lose weight. Who cares? Because you're gonna put it back on. As soon as you stop that diet, you're going to yo-yo back up. It is much better to just eat a consistent, clean, good diet. That's not to say you can't cheat. Like, look, not to flex, but like, right? I have abs. I'm in decent shape, right? This past weekend, I drank beer. I ate Culver's. But you can't do that shit every day, guys. Right? You can't do it every day. You just have to try and eat semi-clean. Most people, there's so much protein slop shit now where people are putting protein in everything, and that's cool. You have to get your macros for sure, especially, but like 98% of you guys are not fucking bodybuilders. I weigh 225 pounds right now, 6'2", and yeah, I need a solid amount of protein. Like I'm trying to get to like 170, 180 grams of protein a day. And that's kind of difficult to do, but I try to do it. But for someone who's, 150, going to the gym 3 days a week, you don't have to worry about that as much. Like worrying about consistency and just actually showing up to the gym and working out hard, that is going to be way more important than, consuming these like protein things for every meal. It's just everything in life is trying to sell you something that you don't need, right? That's kind of the world we live in. So, with that being said, if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be getting anywhere from 120 to ideally like 150 grams of protein, right? Yes, that is true. But if you're at 100, one day of the week, it's not the end of the world. Protein dense foods are going to keep you fuller. That's another great thing about eating protein dense foods. But at the same time, again, it can easily become just as much of an eating disorder as anything else when all you think about is, oh my gosh, like this doesn't have the protein, blah, 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 blah. Like just, again, start small, work your way up. Let's go back to training real quick. I talked about training and just showing up, right? Consistency. That's really the most important. But another thing on top of that is just showing up to the gym does not mean you're going to see progress. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone, but if you're going in there and you're going through the motions and like, oh, blah, 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 and you're talking to your friend and you're on your phone, whatever, and not to say you can't go on your phone and talk to your friend, but you should be sweating at your workouts. You should be sore. You should be like, damn, that kind of kicked my ass, especially on like a leg day. Now, if and every day you're not going to feel it, but if you're never going in there and being like, if you're not pushing the weight, if you're not pushing the reps, that's how you see growth. You either need to increase weight or you need to increase your rep count. That's how you see growth, guys. If you're sitting there and you're doing the same thing every week, which I do the same thing most weeks, but you have to try and either, like I said, more reps or more weight, either or. Another thing like that you need to do, guys, is cardio. Cardio is not only going to help your gains. Well, you'll see people, oh, cardio is killing your gains, blah, blah, blah. You are going to look better if you do cardio. You're going to feel better, and your endurance is going to be better, and it works your heart. Do your cardio. And again, I know that's overwhelming, like saying, oh, well, you got to push yourself in the gym, and you got to show up, and you got to eat healthy, and you got to do cardio. I mean, again, yes, ideally, but life isn't ideal. You're going to get busy. You're going to eat like shit sometimes. You're going to have a party or blah, 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 blah. You're going to go on vacation. I'm just saying, these are the couple things that are so simple, yet for some reason, there's so much fitness content out there that wants to convince you otherwise. Take a GLP or buy this supplement, blah, 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 and then that's going to get you where you want to be. No, guys, it is so simple. Go to the gym consistently. Push yourself when you're there. And I'm not saying you have to be working out for 2 hours. My leg day is like an hour and a half. But any other day, I'm out of the gym in 40 minutes. I mean, I run most days. So yeah, my whole workout takes a lot longer. But I'm not saying that you guys I would suggest that to anyone. You don't have to go do that, right? Just show up, work hard, 40 minutes, get out. That's it. So with that being said, and if you're still here, thank you for still being here. It's been a long talk. But with that being said, supplementation. People, I'm the only things I'm going to recommend here. Obviously, it's blown up. Everyone's heard of it. There's a million people saying you should take it. Creatine. I take it every single day, 5 grams, every day. No, it's not going to make you bald. No, if you miss a day, the world's not over. Do your best to take it every day if you can. You will see a bit of progress, right? Your gains will go up maybe 5 pounds. You're going to put on a couple of pounds, and you're just going to overall look, feel better cognitively, and recover a little bit quicker. There's really no reason to not be taking it. There is dozens of studies. I would urge you to go look. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research. When I was originally, before, it got super popular and I started taking it, I was kind of freaked out putting, a powder, into something and drinking it. Like, I was like, oh, what's this? So I did my own research for it. You go do your own. Don't just take my word for it. Now, another super research thing is whey protein, obviously. I have a protein shake every day. Just an easier way to get your macros in. Pretty low cal, all things considered, and usually you can get them from ranging from 25 grams of protein to 40 grams of protein, right? If you are trying to put on weight, if you're one of those skinny people where you're just trying to really put on weight, go get Mass Gainer. Mass Gainer is 1,200 calories, 50 grams of protein. It's unbelievable amount of calories in a drink, really. So if you're trying to put on weight, go get Mass Gainer. If you're trying to maintain or cut, I would suggest just a regular old whey protein shake. With all that being said, I think we'll kind of wrap that all up. Thank you for sticking with me on the little fitness rant there. Again, in regards to how important supplementation is, it is the least important. Consistency, training hard, diet. Actually, I'm going to put sleep in there as well. Sleep, diet, supplementation. So don't get it twisted. Don't look at all these other YouTubers or fitness people, whatever, and don't let them sell you on some bullshit. You can make significant gains on your own. On your own. So if you have any questions, feel free to type a comment. I don't get many comments right now, so I could definitely respond, and we could email or whatever. But if you made it this long, thank you. Let's rip the prayer real quick, and I'll let you guys go. Dear God, I just want to thank you for today, and of course yesterday when we filmed. Thank you for a great day. I pray for anyone out there who very much needs help right now. I pray for their health. I pray for their safety, and I pray that they get through whatever hardship they're going through. I also like to pray for my family, my friends, and of course, anyone watching this video. Thank you, God. Amen. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you watching. It went from a short video to a long video with this rant, but I'll see you in the next one.